You planted much, you harvested little. You earn wages, but it's like putting them in a purse with holes. That was Haggai in chapter 1, written in the 6th century BC. But it might as well have been written about your QuickBooks account this morning. This is the Haggai problem. What you're experiencing has a name, and it's called cash flow timing gap. And for Christian business owners, especially, it carries a particular weight because many of us have been taught that faithfulness leads to provision, right? And it does. But provision comes to a steward who understands the instrument that they've been given. The profit and loss statement that you have tells you what you've earned. What it does not tell you what you have. It records revenue when a sale is made, not when the cash arrives. It records expenses when they occurred, not necessarily when they're paid. So the number at the bottom of your profit and loss statement and the number in your operating checking account can be dramatically different. They're legally different, legitimately different, and they're dangerously different. Today, I want to show you exactly why. There are 5 reasons for this, and I'm going to tell you about what you can do about each one. So first, reason 1, your customers haven't paid you yet. The first reason your business has revenue but no cash is that your customers haven't paid you yet. You completed the work, you sent the invoice, you recorded the revenue, but your cash hasn't arrived. This is what they call accounts receivable, and it's the most common source of this gap. Pull your most recent balance sheet out and look at the accounts receivable line. Whatever that number is, it could be 40,000, 80,000, 200,000. That is money your business has earned but has not collected yet, so you don't have it. Proverbs 27 says, "Know well the conditions of your flocks and give careful intentions to your herds." Friends, your receivables are your flock. Do you know their condition? How old are those invoices? Who owes you? And for how long have they owed you? If your average customer takes 47 days to pay and your industry standard is 28, well, you have 19 days of revenue sitting in unpaid invoices that the rest of your competitors most likely don't have. And on a $1.8 million business, that's $80,000 to $100,000 in cash that should be in your account, but it isn't. Reason number 2, you funded their timeline with your cash. The second reason is related, but it's distinct. Your expenses run on a different clock than your revenue. You pay employees on Friday. You pay your vendors on the 15th. You pay your lease on the 1st, but your customer doesn't pay their invoice for 45 days. So you are financing their timeline with your cash, without interest, without intention, without a plan. Jesus said in Luke 14, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have money to complete it? This is the stewardship question hiding inside every service contract that you sign. Before you say yes to that project, who's funding the gap between your cost and their payment? For most founder-led businesses in the $500 to $5 million range, the answer is certainly you are. You are the bank, and you don't know it. Okay, reason number 3, your debt is bleeding your cash silently. The third reason is silent, and it compounds, and this is called debt service. Every loan payment that you make, your SBA loan, your equipment line, your business credit card, all that comes out of cash, not out of income. It comes out of cash. And here's what I mean. Your profit and loss might show that $127,000 in net income. But if you're making $6,000 a month in loan payments, that's a $72,000 per year in cash flow that's going out the door that never appears as an expense on your income statement. So why is that? Because it's principal repayment, not interest. The interest is deductible and shows as an expense, but the principal is not. That means that your P&L makes your business look more profitable than it actually is by exactly the amount of the principal that you're repaying. Your banker knows this, and that's why they ask about your debt service coverage ratio. Do you know yours? You know what? If this is landing for you, if you're recognizing your own business and what I'm describing here, I want to go deeper with you. So subscribe to this channel and comment your thoughts below. And maybe go out and join my Psalm Tree CEO Mastery community, and you can actually message me directly through that community and ask me direct questions. Okay, reason number 4. You are drawing more than the business can carry. So this is the 4th reason, and it requires honesty on your part because this involves owner withdrawals. Many founder-led businesses are quietly underfunded, not because the business is failing, but because the owner is drawing more than the cash position can support. This is not a moral failure. It's usually the result of not knowing, not having a system, and not distinguishing between what the business has earned and what the business can safely return to you. The business is not your personal checking account, and yet for many founders, it functions like one. Here's a healthy principle. Your draw should be based on your operating cash flow, not your net income, not your revenue, operating cash flow. If your business generated $61,000 in operating cash last quarter and you drew $80,000, the math doesn't work. Regardless of what your profit and loss says, you are a steward first. The business is the instrument. Treat it accordingly. Okay, let's go to reason number 5 here. Taxes are already in your cash. You just don't know it. The 5th reason surprises you, most founders. A portion of your cash is already spoken for, and you just don't know it yet. And you need to pay that out in quarterly estimated taxes, self-employment tax, payroll tax liabilities. They don't bill you in real time. They accumulate silently in the same account that you're using to run your business. So when you look at $85,000 in your operating account and feel stable, how much of that is already committed to the IRS? You just haven't paid them yet. I've sat with founders who felt good about their cash position, and then the quarterly deposit was due. And then suddenly they had 9 days of runway in cash. Proverbs 21 verse 5, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Diligence means segregating your tax liability, knowing what's yours and what belongs to Caesar, treating them as 2 separate pools of cash before the bill arrives. So, what you need to do this week, not someday, this week. 1, pull your accounts receivable aging report and any invoice over 30 days. Make the call today. 2, open your loan amortization schedule. Find the principal payments for this year. Write that number down. It's an invisible drain on your cash. 3, calculate your actual monthly operating expenses. Multiply by 90. That is your minimum cash reserve target. Do you have it? 4, open a separate account. deposit 20 to 25% of every incoming payment into it. That is your tax reserve. Don't touch it for anything else. 5, compare your owner draws against operating cash flow. Adjust accordingly. These 5 steps do not require CFO. They don't require a new system. They require stewardship. They require you to know well the condition of your flocks. Haggai described a people who were working hard, earning wages, and still feeling empty. The problem wasn't their effort, it was their structure. They were building their own houses while the Lord's house sat unfinished. They were reordering their priorities. And God said, from this day on, I will bless you. Friend, stewardship is not just about you, about what you give. It's about what you manage that you've been given. If this has helped you, share it with a founder who needs to hear it, not someone who just wants to grow, someone who needs to stabilize. Subscribe here because we are building this together. Cash clarity, operational resistance, and a business built on something more solid than revenue. I'll see you in the next one. Be a good steward.